happened to you?
Hey, I took a shower.
Oh, he finally showered.
Oh, everybody. Tyler, our old boy Tyler is performing. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's been liquefied, and his teeth have even dissolved. So,
so
there will be no evidence. He is possibly worse than being dead. He's doing an outdoor comedy show.
Definitely worse than being dead.
At a very, I don't know. I've never been to this place, and I've heard it's nice, but I don't think they have a lot of room either. So I think it's going to be like 6 feet apart outside, maximum capacity of probably not a lot.
Yeah.
So God bless the boy. Garrett was kind enough to join us. It was actually accidental, but it worked out perfectly.
If it hasn't been clear from my past appearances, I have nothing going on ever. I'm around.
That's the vibe we like around here.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I can't remember if I told you, Garrett, but I did last week. I did a depression commercial, and it was like the same thing. The director's like, I'm sure this sad, lonely girl is available.
Yeah.
I am.
How did it start again? I'm happy.
You were like, you just needed an actress, right? Like somebody that could pretend they had depression.
I'm like, how do I admit myself?
Yeah.
The line is, I'm okay.
That's right. I'm okay.
I'm not.
Guys, if you could share the damn link.
Let me share.
Share the link. I shared the link. Kate shared the link. I'm going back in. I'm going to share it again. Me too. I'm going to go to share, and you go to more options.
I know. That's how you do
it. Group, and then you just push those.
You just go crazy. Just go crazy.
Honest Trav's virtual dive bar. Lehigh Valley online yard sale.
Done.
Rude Chefs.
Yeah.
A fun group that I used to be in, and then they were a little too rude for me. A little too rude for me.
I get it.
Matt, Tatamy Neighborhood Watch. I'm not going to put it on that one.
Hey, so Garrett, what's it like? How many days into home ownership are you now?
Oh man, I have owned this house for I think a whole week. Maybe 2 weeks now. Maybe 2 weeks even.
Maybe 2 weeks. So
I think so. I love it. Listen, home ownership is great when you've just started and nothing has gone wrong yet.
Oh, okay.
It's really good experience until, I'm sure at some point a gutter's going to get clogged and it's going to turn out it's because I didn't do something I should have. And
you're
going to want those 6-inch gutters, my man. You're not going to want to screw around with a 3 or 4 incher.
Yeah,
okay, 6-inch gutters. Got it.
Tip number one. Tip number one. 6 inchers.
Yeah, it's always more inches better for rain.
I can see a couple leaves on mine outside my bedroom window. You can bet I'm going to be crawling around on my roof sometime this weekend, pulling those leaves out.
Oh, good. So Garrett won't be here next week.
Or he's going to be in like one of those quadruple casts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guys, I'm not good at things.
Oh, you're not?
Generally, yeah. So this is not going to go well.
Oh.
Nah,
sorry, I'm back. I was sharing.
I shared the heck out of it.
Did it seem like I was gone just then? Or did it seem like I was paying attention?
It felt like your body was here and your spirit was elsewhere.
That's exactly how I want you guys to
Trinity 2.
Woo!
The sequel.
Yes.
The best I could get was a squeakquel.
That's right. It's new and improved. We should say that.
Oh, that's insulting too. We'll just be like, yeah, it's better than it ever was.
Better than it ever was.
No, this is like when they recast Donatello in the second Ninja Turtles movie because Corey Feldman was in rehab.
You know what? We were talking about that. Do you remember in television shows when somebody would get move on to do something else or whatever?
Which one are you thinking of right now? I know you have I have one that I immediately think of.
I was just talking about this yesterday. I have one that I immediately think of, but what time? Give me a time frame, Tim.
90s, early to mid 90s.
I gotta be thinking of the same show.
Roseanne.
Oh no. Okay.
But Fresh Prince.
Oh no. I'm thinking of Growing Pains when Mike Seaver got too big for the pants and they brought in a young DiCaprio.
They're like, here's
what a vast
Seaver in town.
Yeah. I can't believe I thought for sure one of you was going to do Fresh Prince when they changed the mom out and she's like,
oh, the mom.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they straight up changed the actress for that character. Yeah,
but also everything was wrong. Like she was a different person. She was a different skin tone. She was a different voice. It was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What and yours was what was yours?
Roseanne. Becky, the oldest daughter. They replaced her. Yeah, but originally, if you were going to say something like older, I was going to go Three's Company when they replaced Chrissy, and I was like, "What the heck?" I mean,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
it was reruns. Tim, Tyler's not here to insult my age.
I've never insulted your age.
Okay, but even I forget when was that show? Was that the 70s?
That was 70s. Yeah, but Kate, you like I and Tim, we were old enough too. Like when I was growing up, I was just talking about this was the other day with somebody. Like most of the TV I watched was TV from like the 70s, like the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Nick at Night.
When we were growing up, all there was like reruns of the past 30 years of television. For some reason, I feel like there was not that much like current television. There was just tons of reruns of old television.
You're right.
Pretty much. I don't remember this. I know who he's talking about, Josh Hunter. Mm-hmm. But I don't remember the replacement for Josh Hunter.
Okay, now second question, follow-up question to that question, which led me to that question the other night. I'm doing it in reverse tonight, just so you know. Garrett gets it. He gets it.
This is just like Tenet. Go ahead.
I still haven't seen
that. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt like you were in a scenario, you've been removed, and you've been replaced by someone else?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Feels good, right?
Not recently, but many. You know what, though? Every single one, I think.
Come on, knock on our door, Nancy.
Pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy.
That's us. That's Three's Company.
Except the job I lost. I didn't feel good about that because then you don't get any money or the job you like, and then someone else does.
And they're like, here you go.
But other than that, when it's groups of friends, fuck them.
Screw those people.
One time I was working for this company that like...
Oh, that's all you were saying.
They like rapidly lost a bunch of employees and just sort of gave me their responsibilities. Yeah. So like within a 6-month period of time, I went from just like, hey, I'm the inventory manager to like, I'm the inventory manager, the web store manager, the pro services manager, the education manager. Like I've got like 5 titles. They're not paying me a salary. They're like paying me hourly to have like these 5 manager positions at the same time.
Isn't that cool how companies do that? They're just like, no. You have, or they'll give you a promotion in title.
Yeah. So I had a really bad weekend where I like totally botched this project for them because I was just like stretched too thin, and I just fucking quit that Monday. And it was like, it felt so good to know that like, oh, they didn't just lose me. They lost all 5 of the titles that I was carrying for them all at once when they lost me. You know,
that's true. And no one's going to take that job with all of them.
Yeah.
Then they hire like 5 more people and you're like, I feel like as if I've been ripped off.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Like as if they couldn't have paid you slightly more.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not watch Last Man Standing. But there's one. And Blue Bloods also, which I also don't watch. So lots of replacement shows.
Interesting. And I sort of like it when that happens because I'm like, how stupid do you think I am? Roseanne nailed it. They nailed it. Because I feel like it's personal, Garrett, at this point. But they come, the first episode that new Becky was on, Roseanne comes down the steps or wherever she's from, and she's like, Becky, you look different. I was like, that's how you do it, Roseanne.
Yeah, at least be self-aware a little bit.
Let us know that you know that we know that you know that we're not stupid. And that's a direct quote. You can write that down.
I will. You know what? I saw this isn't the same thing, but it was still jarring to me. Do you remember Blue's Clues, that kids show with the guy?
Oh, do I ever? That guy, I hated that.
But there's a new one now.
There's a new Steve, right?
Yeah, and he's like 19 and he plays guitar and no thanks.
He might even be like the 3rd Steve, by the way.
He is the 3rd Steve. There was a second Steve for like one season.
Our Steve like ended up having some problems.
It was there's a lot of all that Blue's Clues cash right up his nose, right in his veins.
He was like, here's the mail. It never fails.
What a good parody that was.
That's really funny.
There was a bunch of rumors that he was dead. And I went to go, I was like, no, it can't be dead. It was mostly just that he was like getting older and his hair was coming out. And he was like, I can't do this kid show as like a man any longer. Well, and then they got his cousin or some shit. And but people he didn't, his name was like Dave. And everybody's like, get the foot. And they canceled it. And then this year they brought it back. And I was watching it in the hotel room at the glorious Wildwood, New Jersey, the Armada Suites. And it's awful. I don't know why. I know I'm an adult, so I'm not going to enjoy the show. But like, there's something that is lost.
If kids like it, it's like whatever.
Right.
Well, Pee-wee, like I was rooting for him to come back and make another
Pee-wee.
movie, and he's like, I'm 175.
I still liked it though.
Good. That movie's good.
Liked it.
I know.
He is so old. He has so much makeup on.
Yes.
Clearly.
It's like
Oh my God.
I love that movie.
The joke about Joe Manganiello and how he can't say his name is one of my favorite stupid like runners in a movie ever. Joe Manganiello.
I do that all the time. You don't
love that movie.
So, Kate, were you Pee-wee's Playhouse fans, the TV show?
Yeah.
That like shaped, like to me, that's
why
what kids shows should be. I know. I think a whole generation, because it was only on for like 2 or 3 years.
What was the couch's name? Pinky? Couchy? Cherry?
Cherry.
Have you
Cherry
guys
and Dog Chair for some reason.
Yeah.
Dog Chair would just bark once in a while, but like every 4th episode. And Phil Hartman was on the show.
Was he?
Yeah,
he was Captain Carl.
And Lawrence Fishburne, back when he was billing himself as
Cowboy
Larry
Curtis.
Fishburne.
Really?
What did he call himself?
Larry Fishburne.
Oh shit. He was he was
Cowboy.
Yep, Cowboy Curtis. I love that.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Death to Smoochie?
Yes.
Yeah, a long
That's
time
Robin
ago.
Williams, right?
Yeah, Robin Williams movie
Yeah.
directed by Danny DeVito and with Edward Norton, and they play children's TV show stars that are like at war with each other.
Yeah.
It is watch that movie now. That movie is
watch it
so
again.
funny.
Oh,
It's
guys,
funny.
this is a big. I remember this one. This show is way older than all of us, but the second Darren on Bewitched. Does anyone remember?
That's right.
Dick York.
That was the biggest one.
Sargent.
That was the big one.
Yeah, they had to get another Dick. They just had to.
Dick York, Dick Sargent. Looks
They're
nothing like him.
They're everywhere now.
Did it even last after that season? Like, or I don't remember, but I remember just being like, I was like a little kid, obviously. I'm like, this is. Are they allowed?
I know. Like, how did they? So
just end it.
You remember how I told you Garrett, I don't know if you've been following along. I feel like you've watched every single night of every single episode.
He has seen every single show.
You guys are greatly overestimating me, but go ahead.
Garrett, he doesn't play along like Tyler does. So I hate penis people right now. Just right now.
Did you call us penis people?
I did.
She dehumanized.
Not inaccurate. No, not
dehumanizes though.
Not inaccurate.
I
just
have
wanted to check on the
just
particular phrasing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Just for now.
Yeah, I get
I'll
it.
be fine. I'm working through a few things.
Yeah.
So
just a few.
So I don't know if I told you this the other night, and I don't know. You boys seem to have a lot of hair for boys.
Try to get
for penis people. A lot of hair for penis people.
Yeah, for PP.
Yeah.
Repeat it. Yeah, that's
for a couple of PPs.
For a couple
of
PPs.
moment, I thought you were human. Thank you for taking me back to reality.
A couple of the PP boys. You got a problem with the PP boys?
My lamp is falling. No. but can you guys call yourselves that from now on?
Them PP boys.
Oh, done.
Okay. So hair wise, how do you dry it? Is it just an air dry thing for you guys?
Air dry thing.
Okay.
I mean, bunch of towel right out of the shower, but then air dry.
All right. So I'm going to tell you something, Garrett. Tim knows this because he's been over to try and fix my computer problems. I have a very small apartment. So the girls at the gym, remember when gyms were open? Remember before Corona?
I've never been to one, but yeah.
Yeah, people used to go to them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So cool. Yeah. So I was at the gym, on the exercise machine, and the instructor was like, "Girls, there's this really great new hair dryer that has the brush in it that dries it and brushes it at the same time."
That sounds wild.
So I buy it, right? And we're all like, boom, our hair's done in like 10 seconds. I love this thing so much, I throw out my perfectly fine hair dryer.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Because my apartment's so small.
I remember being there
hair dryer and a hairbrush dryer.
Well, she had the hair dryer instead of a dishwasher. And I thought, this is madness, Kate. What do you get rid of something?
I'm like, look what's important, Tim. Look at it. So
then full of body.
See all the body? Yeah. So Garrett, a lot of things have broken on me during quarantine. And the roll hair dryer was one of them.
Yeah.
So the top of the plug fell off. But as a lady of small means, I was like, I'm just going to keep working with this.
Oh, just the piece that still works? Yeah.
I'm putting it, no, it's completely exposed. You see like computer parts. And I'm like, this is safe. And I'm like, I shocked myself so much. But I'm like, I can't spend any money on a new hair dryer.
No, I mean,
right?
Piece of some kind of insulator would be
I like the idea that you were trying to dry your hair and instead like frizzed it permanently through the electric shock.
That's too funny. You could really have hurt yourself, actually.
I know. Part of me was like, I don't even care. Like, I hope this is how it ends. And then I would fall over into the toilet, right?
Right.
And then that's how they.
And then it falls in with you, electrifies the water,
and I'm just dead. And of course, I'm not wearing clean underwear, right? That'll be like the one time I don't have clean underwear on or something, right?
The police found her in the bathtub with 8 toasters. It was a mystery what happened.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, so Garrett, the other day I was going to do something, and I, little double Dutch, roll the dice, plug in the thing in, and it's like zip, 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 and dead. So
Kate,
today, yeah.
I'm sorry, but my mom just said, look at the comments. My mom just said the grossest thing that I've ever seen her say on a thread on our show.
What'd she say?
Joe Abram. By the way, guys, everyone's just talking about Bewitched this whole time.
There's just been a whole Bewitched competition.
And they're saying Dick York and Dick Sargent switched because one of them hurt his back, and Joe Abraham was like, why? From too much action with the witch wife?
Oh, no.
My mom says, haha, definitely more than Dick Sargent. Like, she's getting...
I get it.
Like, that's how she's... Disgusting.
Dirty
disgusting.
Mom.
That's not what kind of show this is.
Your mom is saying he's the Dick General.
Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
He's Commander and Dick.
Yeah.
We don't talk about things like that here. Kate, about your murder suicide.
Oh well, Kate. Yeah, I was going to share this with you just so maybe you would feel a little better. And I'm going to try and say this as cleanly as possible so that everything's all on the side of legal. On the side of legal. But I was clearing a pipe one time. Is this specific enough for everyone in the room?
Yeah.
I was trying to clear a pipe one time, and so the type of pipe I was trying to clean, often I would just like hit the pipe with the bottom of my lighter to clear the gunk out of it.
Right.
Now there are multiple types of lighters. A Bic lighter is a nice thick piece of plastic that you can bang against the metal of the pipe, no problem.
You're like,
if you go to
dynamite ones.
yeah. But you can go to the gas station and get those really thin plastic ones that you can see right through.
Oh yeah.
I went to clear out a pipe and then heard a loud bang and was just holding a piece of metal in my hand afterwards.
Wowzer.
I still have a hand in all my fingers.
You win.
But I'm pretty sure I could have not had a hand in all my fingers after that. It just exploded in my hand when I banged it against
next time you go to pick up one of those, there's a little sticker on. You should read what it says.
Yeah, does it say don't bang it against the thing that you've been doing drugs from for the last half hour?
That's what it says. And then, much like the hairdryer, it's like, don't plug this in if the front part of it's missing.
Right, if all of it's missing.
I just take that piece off. So today, I was like, today's the day, boys, because I have to not only dry it, I have to wash it first. It needs to be dried with the hairdryer. So I mask up, and I decide I'm going in. So I go into CVS. And boys, I haven't been out in a long time. They're having a sale. At CVS.
A blower sale.
Not that. No, that's the only thing that wasn't on sale was the one thing I needed. But I saved money by buying other things that I'm not going to use.
Yeah, but the receipt was tremendous too.
The receipt was so long. I wrapped it around like a boa. I was like, thank you.
Lassoed a stray boy.
Get over here. You're mine now.
Into my house.
So the hairsprays, half price, Tim. Half price.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
So I have the hair dryer and I go to grab the hairspray. I have some other things, right? And I take 3 things of hairspray. And as I take them, all 3 of them fall on the ground. And I see someone, you know how the eyes, the peripheral vision? I see somebody right there. So I'm like, I'm caught. I look like an idiot. So I just did one of these. I'm like, oh, man. So I hear a man's voice and he says, excuse me, would you like a hand? Can I give you a hand? And I said, what, are you just going to start clapping?
See, that's so dumb. You could put that into a screenplay.
I heard a penis person say something to me. And
what are you going to applaud for me, creep?
I said, what, are you going to start clapping or something? As I'm trying to pick up and other things are dropping. And he goes, no, I would never do that. And I go, okay, fine. You can pick that one up. And that's it. And he's like, okay, he picked it up. And I'm like, give me that. And I left and I punched him on the way out.
He's never going to help anyone ever again.
You ever talk to me like that again?
I love that the way you told that story. He ultimately was like the most innocent, kind person that you could have encountered.
Yeah,
I know he was, and of course,
you're like he's actually the opposite of the problem I'm describing, but I had this reaction.
I'm pushing him away. I'm like, you seem like you would be right for me. Get away. Just stay away.
You're like, I don't.
You probably treat me well.
I hate that about you.
Get out.
You're like, I've got this weird thing where I don't see red flags, and for some reason with you, you're just a big red flag.
Right? Yeah. Just these reverse red flags.
You are a flag, sir. Now get out of here. Yeah. So of course, I'm like, when this happens, I was like, he's gonna. He puts it back on, and I was like, thank you. And he goes, can I get you a card? I'm like, I am finished here. And I went over to the line.
Down with the patriarchy.
I'm like, I know you have a penis under there, and that's why I hate you. So I get up to the dot. You know how you stand on the dot?
You gotta stand on the dot. Yeah, of course.
I'm standing on the dot, and this lady's like, I'll be right with you. So then I come out, and I have so much stuff that I have to do. I don't know if you've ever done this because you didn't get a cart, because you didn't know the hairspray was half off. And the
hairspray, they're so big. The hairspray.
I mean, that's big. I can tell you if you like.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
Aquavelva.
What have you?
Wow.
What have you?
Irish cream. No, that's not it. Do I look jacked?
You look jacked as hell tonight. You can see like the shadow separating your bicep. So whenever you put your arms up to do that, love to see it. Love to see it.
I haven't worked out in like 2 weeks because I've been going crazy.
Yeah, right. You drank like 2 glasses of water and did a bunch of push-ups right before you got on camera, so that you're just like, oh, swole.
Coke and push-ups.
I feel like I just flexed and watched my arms get smaller in the camera.
I beat up a man today. So I was like, you know how when that happens, when you have that run-in with somebody at the supermarket or wherever, you're like, I'm going to see this. I know I'm going to see this person again. And I said to myself, this guy's going to be right on the dot right behind you. You're going to turn it. Look at the dot. Look at the dot behind you. He's going to be there. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. I turn around. He's on the dot behind me. He's right behind me.
Did you thank him for his kindness, or did you just glare at him and snarl a little bit?
I spit at him.
You'll pay.
So then he passed behind me because there was another lady. Oh yeah, coming over there to take care of him, right? So then I have to walk past him.
Kate's just inventing parts of this story that allow her to flex as she tells it.
Yeah.
Now this part I did on purpose.
I had to go to the right, to the left, to the right again.
And
a deaf person needed me to make an L and an I and an L again with my arm for him to see.
I got a 6-pack. No, I don't. So I walked past him and I was like, thank you again, sir. And he's like, you're welcome. And then I'm like, I know this isn't the end of it. I just knew it wasn't, right? Yeah. So I get in my car and, is Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, pumped you up. Got you happy.
Yeah, she was just singing, you ought to know. That one.
Mm-hmm. And hey, you know how that song's about?
Men being jerks.
Guys, for real.
What?
Dave Coulier is who a lot of that album is about.
Oh, that's right.
Who the hell is Dave Coulier?
Full House's Dave Coulier.
Mm-hmm. The blonde Uncle Danny? Danny?
Oh! No. I've never heard someone reference him by his real name. Only ever Uncle Danny.
Yeah, Garrett messed up.
Were they dating?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this common? Why is this like, of
before,
course, Dave Coulier.
Ryan Reynolds, right? Didn't she date Ryan Reynolds then?
She did. That's where all the great music comes from, Tim. The Broken Heart
From dating Uncle
from
Danny.
Dave Coulier specifically.
Dave Coulier.
That's where the music comes from.
Great music comes from Dave Coulier.
And Dave Coulier only.
Uncle Danny. I would pick Uncle Jesse over Uncle Danny. Sorry.
Danny? Then who is
that jawline?
Who's what's his name then? Who's Saget? Saget's not Danny?
Bob Saget is
oh wait, that is Danny.
I was thinking of Uncle Joey.
Joey, yes. Joey, yes.
Wait, who's the handsome one though?
Jesse.
Uncle Jesse, Joey, and Danny is the dad. Are you talking about the dad?
No, I'm talking about Uncle Joey.
Not talking about the dad.
Joey.
No, Coulier.
Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey.
Coulier.
Yeah. I'm glad we settled this and got this all straight.
Thank God.
The house is now full.
Yeah, the bargain version of Robin Williams of the 90s.
Yeah. So it's about her broken heart. So anyway.
You're listening to that, thinking about men.
Penis people.
Thinking about them pee-pee boys.
You're like, Dave Coulier, he's got one of those penises. I know that's what this song is about.
I know his type.
I've seen him before. So I get in my car and it's like, you want to know? I take out my voodoo dolls. I'm stabbed.
Right, of course. Behead a chicken, sprinkle the blood around.
Blood everywhere. I because I drive stick. I had to reverse. and I pull out and he's in his truck and he's like, have a nice day. And I was like, don't you tell me what to do.
You don't own me. You don't own me. I have agency.
I'm fine. I had a great day. My day was stellar.
That poor man though.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and then you fucked up your hair anyway.
Yeah, I know. Tim,
what?
Is it really that bad?
No.
Bad. Oh, I didn't do it yet. And I've been doing this thing where I've been spraying the dry shampoo in, right?
Oh yeah.
I did that today before I went out, and I realized that I didn't brush it all the way through. So then it just looks like like
a big mat.
This mat of dandruff. And
how does that even?
Things are really good.
The dry shampoo. I don't understand. I know that it's a thing. But what is dry shampoo? It doesn't clean your hair, can't it? How could it?
It's like baby powder. And it's just
what, to keep you, like, get the oil off or whatever?
Lots of that oil.
I go with a little something I like to call the African secret shea butter.
You do? See, you're lucky.
They sell that in the hair aisle at Weiss Market.
Yeah, but you
check it out.
Okay. You don't have to yell. I'll check it out.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say about my hair?
It's beautiful. I go the opposite. I go frizz fried out.
Well, Mike was too loud. You were right, Kate.
I'm always
in the red. I'm in the red.
John Haas, mayor of the Lehigh Valley, is listening. John Stamos.
John Haas. Jesse was John Stamos. Yeah. He is still good looking.
Oh yeah.
You seen him on that? He's on like a Geico commercial, like some unfunny commercial, but he's every bit as handsome as he's like Rob Lowe. Like they don't have that aging gene whatsoever.
You're right. I know.
I saw Bob Saget do stand up once, and he told this
really
great
funny, right?
He's dirty.
Yes, he's very dirty, and he was funny. But he told this great story about the highways in Los Angeles are like 1 million lanes wide, and there's constantly accidents on them and traffic and stuff. And so an accident happens, and Stamos sees the accident, and he happens to be
starts brushing his hair.
Yeah, he happens to be with Saget. Like him and Saget hang out occasionally. So him and Stamos are on the road. They see this accident, so they go like to the car. And there's like a woman who's like regaining consciousness in the car. I think it's a wait as they approach it. And like Stamos knocks on the window and she like looks up to see Uncle Jesse standing at her car. And then Saget like leans in and like Danny's there too. And he's like, she must have thought she went to sitcom hell. Like that could be her only thought.
That would be up so awesome though. Yeah. Like if you woke up, you thought, and then there's just your favorite uncles from TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like your favorite uncles.
That seems like a show that would have had replacements. I don't think it did, but there's so many characters in that show that it seems like they would have had to replace somebody.
Oh, you're right.
And I think didn't the sequel show come back with like the entire cast?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that show's an abomination though.
They did, but they didn't get the Olsen twins. Go figure.
Yeah.
They have that Olsen twin cash, exactly.
Yeah, they don't need to ever do anything again.
And as far as I know, I'm not up on my Olsen twins news. Kate and
I am. Yeah, you come to the right person.
There's no scandal there, though, right?
No. They're like
they're not on heroin. They're just like whatever.
They like old men, old penis people.
All right.
Old penis people, like really old ones.
Like Anna Nicole Smith, old.
They're bad at love. But they have a great clothing line. I think.
I was gonna say they're like running successful businesses and stuff. Like they seem to be doing.
I don't feel bad
for themselves
at all. Olsen twins, if you're listening, you can't have everything. I'm here to tell you that you can't, and not at the same time. I don't think. Do you think? Tim, are you just agreeing with me?
It's funny. I haven't missed one word that you said all night except that sentence because I was reading a comment and I was just going.
He was. I
Yeah,
knew it.
yeah,
I can tell when you've checked out. I can tell when. But you know what we should do?
It was something about the Olsen twins doing more than two things at the same time, but I don't know what the things were, so I was agreeing with you.
You know, I don't even remember what I just said. So we're even.
Move on.
Yeah. So what do you think if me, you, and Tyler just kind of hang out? Oh, Garrett, if with the three of us, because we've been doing this show for so long together, we just hang out at maybe hospitals. Maybe like in the they must have like an unconscious floor, I would think, right? The floor of unconscious.
You're describing what I do anyway.
It's called a morgue. Yeah, they have one of those.
No, but the kind that they'll wake up again, but they're just, everyone I think it's concussion land. It's like
concussion land, of course.
Yeah. So that we just hang out there, and then when they wake up, we're like, oh hey, and
it's the CNS show.
It's clicking and screaming, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, when we get there, it's gonna be like, "Oh, hey Tim, back to the morgue, are you?" Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
Wait, why do they only say hello to you? You think
because I'm there so often?
I think you're better than me. Oh, you're in concussion land?
No, the morgue. Kate.
Why are you at the morgue, Tim?
Because there's no such thing as concussion land.
Harvesting souls.
Obviously, Garrett's never worked at a hospital. Now, have you?
That's how this show stays on the air. We have to harvest a lot of souls.
I know.
Yeah. They don't go as far as they used to. All right. They're not as full.
They're not as full. And you're right about that.
Too much internet.
Which leads me to my next question. If you could meet somebody in real life, or perhaps have a lucid dream of them in there interacting with you.
Sorry, Kate.
Come on.
That's that hootie bell right there. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules.
Obviously.
I don't make the rules. The boss, the guy who makes the rules,
he's gone.
Is not here.
Tim, you know what's wild, and this will drive Kate nuts? I actually know what Hootie Who is.
Hi, Coach. Well, what is it?
I couldn't possibly explain it. I kind of.
It's just we know a Hootie.
Yeah.
And we just say we just yell his name. It's just we've said his name so much.
A Hootie?
It's like John. Like it's
not
just
Blowfish guy?
No, this is a much more dangerous Hootie. Oh yeah. No, I don't know why I would say that.
I don't get him very often.
No, it just feels good to say. Just say it.
Hootie!
But then give it like you're a singing owl. Hootie! Give it a little.
Yeah, I had a Spanish class.
That was impressive in its own way.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I had a Spanish class in high school with Hootie, and so I was subjected to much Hootie Who for a semester.
It really goes on.
Hootie Who. Oh, dangerous indeed. Yes. Yeah.
Ryan has found himself in concussion land
a lot
of time and bad injury land.
Oh, what's the number? Ryan, what's your number? What's your concussion number? I'm so excited. I want to know.
Shout out to Ryan Dugan. He got me a Swamp Thing action figure for my birthday in preschool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, thanks, Ryan Dugan. That was so thoughtful.
Swamp Thing Bell.
Yeah, way to go.
Swamp Thing Bell.
Darn it, what were we talking about?
You were going to say something stupid and I interrupted you with the Hootie Bell.
I was saying something stupid and I was almost finished, as a matter of fact. I said, so if you could visit somebody or have them visit you or have a lucid dream where you're having a real conversation with somebody who's a dead person, who was a famous person that inspired you, who would that person be?
Shoo, boy.
Hold on, repeat that whole entire math problem again.
Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do it because I don't think I can.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that to psych myself out, to make myself believe that I can, because I like it when somebody tells me that I can't do something that makes me just want to do it even better.
Yes.
Definitely what I said was that you can't do it, so do it.
She's not going to be able to do it.
Oh, this is good. I need it. It's like fire. Okay. All right. So say you could visit somebody that's already passed away. I can't. Let me try it again. It's take two. Ready? All right.
She's blowing it.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay. If you could pick anybody in the world that you could hang out with, and it could be in your dreams, even like lucid dream, but it's somebody that you have to have an actual conversation with, somebody that's already dead, but somebody that you really respect, that it's influenced you and inspired you in your life, who would it be and why?
So like what dead person do I want to chill with?
I guess Burt Reynolds is the go-to.
Seriously, answer. Burt Reynolds? That is your answer, Tim? You didn't even take a full minute to think about it.
Well, because we'd all be silent for a full minute. We'd all be quiet for a minute.
But okay.
I was thinking about. I was grateful that you repeated it, and it took you so long, and I was grateful for that. But then I still couldn't think of it. I was trying to think of dead people.
Oh,
and I don't know.
Yeah, the The problem is when you brought dead people into it, the only thing I could think was like, well, I want to hang out with my grandma again. I couldn't even get to the famous people that I would want to hang out with.
I went for Burt Reynolds. So.
Yeah. Honestly, Robin Williams probably would be my answer.
Robin Williams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin Williams, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Now.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but if you only have one, we only have one. We only have one.
You get one. Well, you start with one, and then
can you earn more points to get more rewards?
Wait, so like I actually
like the Batman Forever collector's mugs.
You put a ton of pressure on this though, because what you're telling me is Robin Williams has to think I'm cool. Like I have to impress Robin Williams so that I can then also hang out with some other dead guy.
That's exactly what I've been saying this entire time, Garrett. Yes.
Wouldn't it suck if you tried to do a Robin Williams impression to him and he hated it and he's already dead?
And he would hate it.
No, but it's easy to do a Robin Williams impression because he did so many impressions. So you could just do his hot dog impression.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't. That's right. I was thinking you'd do him like from Jacob's Ladder or something and he just stare at you.
Oh.
Odd choice, Garrett. I'm not sure.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Garrett's a strange man. That's okay. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Who would you go with, Kate?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
After all this time. B. Arthur.
Why B. Arthur? Because you think of her.
I don't know, because she's dead.
Do you think that's how I'm going to wind up?
Dead? Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
Oh, before that, right before that. Do you think I'm going to wind up golden?
Beloved by the nation as a golden girl? Maybe, but more like a Blanche. Maybe more like a Blanche.
Like a prostitute old lady.
Like more like a Sophia.
Hey.
She's with a man. The man's already dead.
Dead.
She's in the house with her daughters, just drinking coffee, telling them to shut up, playing cards. Sophia's the prime golden girl, if you think about it.
So that is the dangling carrot. That's what I should be like trying to chase this whole time.
I backpedaled 3 times on that.
Sickly penis person.
No, not be.
I get an old sickly penis person, marry them, take their money, they die. I live with my daughter and her friends.
Well, you could marry with all that money. You could then get another attractive man your own age.
Just buy one. I could buy one.
Yeah, buy one from like an Eastern European country. Like you can buy people there, bring them over. 40 years old, 30 grand, 20 grand.
Have you watched? You probably haven't, but Married at First Sight. Have you seen that?
No, I think I know about that show.
Never heard of it. I can guess what it's about, I think, but
okay, it's exactly that. Well, go ahead, guess what it's about because somebody else guessed it. I just have the same conversation.
I'm going to guess that maybe 10 women and 10 men apply for this show and they describe themselves, and then it's under the premise they can be on the show and maybe win some money or something, but they have to get married to the person the show pairs them with. Day one.
So tell me episode 1 or scene 1. Do scene 1 so I know.
Scene 1, there's a host, and the host is very, like the Bachelor or very hosty, and he's talking about love, even though he's lying. Yeah. And there's a door stage
even
left,
though he knows it doesn't
stage
exist.
Right. Yeah. And it's nicely adorned. The stage, there's maybe flowers and things. Okay. And
a lot of detail.
It's listen, the floor is black marble.
Yeah, marble, of course.
Yeah, and as I say, we've selected these 2 based on our 28-point selection system, and we're going to bring in Brad and Carolyn, and they come in and they just say, "Bring up the preacher, bring up the preacher," and the preacher, it's like a Trans-Siberian Orchestra set. It sort of goes up from the center, and there's steam coming out, and the preacher just starts swinging the myrrh and the frankincense, and then he marries them on the head, casts the demon out.
Good luck to you.
Anyway, that's what I have. So
no, so it's like the church or the outside place wherever people who decide that they want to spend the rest of their lives with other people, like places like that, like farms, weddings,
farms. Usually that's where they're at.
The word. Weddings, where weddings are normally.
All right, Mary went down to the dairy farm. Grab a bale of hay, Grammy.
I'm getting married. No. So
we got cornmeal for everybody.
So it's different settings. Like, some people get married on the beach. That's very popular lately.
Yeah. And barns are really popular too, actually. So you're right.
I am right. I'm always right. You know what they're doing now for marriage people?
Submarine.
Zoom.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, of course that. They do this thing where it's like a glass thing and they each pour sand in it.
I've seen it.
Yep.
I've seen it in person.
I've also seen it in person. Too much. I've seen it too much. I've seen it too much already.
You can't separate the sand. That's the whole thing.
I hate all those.
If you have a pair of tweezers and enough time, divorced.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny? That's how you tell your husband. You just leave like a sand line in the floor.
The ultimate symbol. Yeah.
It would be really funny if so you had to do the sand thing when you get married, and then the only way you're allowed to get divorced is you have to sit there and individually pick out each like piece of the sand that was from your side originally.
That's the punishment.
I'm taking it. These are mine.
You each have to pull them all back, and until then you can't be divorced.
Or the man or the woman comes home because he doesn't really know there's a problem with the relationship, and he sees there's a different color sand. He's, you bitch! And it's just his sand's out in the grass, and even though he can't see the sand, he still is like he can see it for some reason. He's picking it up.
Yeah, I love it. So they do that. Anyway, so just picture one of those settings, one of those stupid settings for weddings. Anyway, the groom, he stands at the front of the stage, right? Altar, stands at the front of the altar, and then the lady comes down the runway. Not the runway. What's it called? Aisle.
The God catwalk.
She comes down the catwalk and she walks up and she goes, "Hi, I'm Cindy." He's like, "I'm Bob. I'll be your husband and also your wife." And then they get married and they kiss and then they have their honeymoon suite and then they try to work it out and live the rest of their lives together.
I had 50%.
You did. So I'm not going to explain.
I forgot this is what we were talking about, by the way.
So interesting. So that
the sand thing was funny.
That was funny. Tim, this is also funny. So the one girl. Now imagine this, Garrett.
I'm trying.
You sign up for this thing. You're like, "Hey, I'm bad at love. Let somebody else figure out somebody that I should marry."
Right.
And then there's other people that are like, I'm bad also, right? So they decide.
I'm familiar with dating websites. Continue.
They decide to put this where marriage is kind of like a sham. Not like, you want it here. Here's a marriage. You want one, And so everyone's.
Everybody gets a marriage.
I want a marriage.
Yeah, fire the marriage gun.
So this girl goes on, and I don't know if you've seen girls lately on cable television, Garrett, but they're everything is inflated.
They're Botoxed the hell up.
They look like this. Like that's what they look like.
And
I don't think it's sexy. I think it scares me. Anyway, so this girl gets on and she's like, I want to marry this guy. They get married. Here it's her second time on the show. It's her second time. She's been married at first twice, two times.
And they let her back on for double. Is there any prize money involved? They're like, here's $5,000 to start your life, you two, or anything like that?
I think it's just the wedding. I think they just get a free wedding.
Do they do? I'm just obviously.
You know what?
Imagining what it's like.
I just figured out what I should do tomorrow.
Apply for the program.
Get a free wedding.
But what if Tyler's on the same episode, unannounced?
I'll be like,
wait, that's a movie. That's a movie. Is two friends trying to get on that show, and they end up being the ones that have to.
That they have to get married. Oh God.
Yeah, they end up being them. Yeah.
What if I came out to the runway and it was somebody that I already knew?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh. No, but
that's the movie.
What if I was the person?
You were talking about you in the movie.
I was in the movie?
You're going to be in
What
the
are you
movie.
talking about?
That's awesome.
Write your own goddamn movie.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
We need a shared screenplay writing.
That's a movie
software. Is there, Kate? Is there in this show? Do they play the but they put their own little spin on it because it's like a show and it's like cute?
I'm doing it. Can we do it?
You didn't even acknowledge anything I said, Garrett.
I did the thing that you did to me earlier.
I said a whole thing. And she just goes, let's do it in reference to the thing from before.
I thought you said to write a movie and like that be the theme.
I did, and then you thought about writing that movie for like 10 or 15 seconds while Tim was like doing a whole other thing.
Oh,
and then you were like, "Yeah, let's write the movie."
Roll the footage. I don't care to listen to it live. What if it was table?
Dear God,
that's what I mean. I was thinking about what if it's like somebody I already hate.
What if it's Van Guy?
Candy Van Man.
That's way worse than Table Guy.
And he's like, I knew it. Yeah. Oh man. His
interests include eating skin.
and then the movie turns into Runaway Bride. Right? I leave on the horse.
Yeah, but I think Runaway Bride is like cute. We're talking about Candy Van Guy.
Sorry. Sorry, what?
Did you? She went into a man talking to me mode. Just started.
I know you have a penis in there.
Oh, really, sir?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, really, sir?
Sorry, I'm in a weird spot. I'll be fine. Things are gonna be good.
Yeah.
But go on, Garrett.
Did you get the monocles yet?
Monocles.
We talked about it in a text message, but you didn't get back to me for 15 hours.
I'm talking about eye patch. Sorry, Tim.
Listen, when you're in my kind of world, an eye patch and a monocle are effectively the same thing. A monocle is simply a see-through eye patch.
I don't know words. I don't need to know.
See-through eye patch.
All right. And an eye patch is what, Garrett? It's an opaque monocle.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Tim, I don't need to know words. Doesn't matter.
I know words for things.
It goes
I
over your
confuse
eyes.
monocles with other things all the time. You know that.
I know.
I'm always saying it.
Can you put some more monocle in my coffee?
Yeah.
It's creamy.
Ma'am, a side of monocle with my salad. I asked for my extra monocle.
Don't ask me. Ask for extra. I can't even talk. Don't make me ask for extra monocle.
You have a Yelp up. Okay, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm gonna get married at first sight. I think that's the way to do it. If I want a penis person to live in my house, I don't think I do though. I've thought about it.
Well, you know they're gonna fix. They're not gonna let you get the hairdryer electrocution. They would have done something about that.
They would have fixed that problem for me.
So you would have had that at least.
The plungy problem that I had to fix on my own. It took me 3 days to figure it out.
Right, it would have been like 45 seconds.
That's because it's because you were looking for plungies and not plungers. You got to start in the right place.
I was in the plungy aisle, not the plunger.
Yeah.
I had to climb up, scale the shelves in the kitchen. You know, often I'm afraid that I'm going to fall. And you know what would happen to me? I would land on the stove while it was on, roll, and then the oven door would be open, and I'd land in there, burn my back, jump up, knock all the glass off the shelf, and have like glass.
You basically described the beginning of Terminator 2 just there.
That's the beginning of my marriage show. My marriage.
You know, it'd be funny if Kate started wearing a life alert. Like, excuse me, miss, you are not in the demographic we need. I've fallen
It's been bad to the real
in love. They hang up on you constantly.
She's like watching the infomercial. They're like, do you find yourself alone and falling occasionally? She's like, yeah, I do.
Every day. That's my move. Yeah, that's so it was Take Up Friday. I don't know if you knew that.
Hey, guess what I didn't do?
Oh, what?
I didn't get takeout. I didn't get freaking takeout.
Oh,
I forgot.
Oh, I forgot that's what happens on Fridays here. I didn't get any takeout.
Bad co-host, new Tyler.
I made a red. I made a Red Baron pizza in the oven.
Oh, the Red Baron.
Yeah, I went. So I didn't take it out.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in. I put it in. Yeah.
T.O.?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I did?
Huh.
Yeah, I sat there. I sat outside.
Yeah. Weeping.
She's like, hi, how are you today? I'm like, do you really want to know? Do you?
You know how many previous people I had to talk to today?
There's the baby boys.
I yelled at a police person at CVS.
I burned my hand with the dryer.
She's like, what's wrong with your whole arm, ma'am? Why is it all burnt? Because my hair's dry now. That's why.
What are you on their side?
Are you working for the penis people? Just tell me now. So my one girlfriend, she's also having problems with penis.
You're one.
One of the many. My best one. My wife, actually. She's having problems with the penis people. No.
Babe V,
yeah. And she said that one of her clients has come back to her. COVID went away, gone, didn't see the client. Now she's back, and she's a lesbian. Now she's back and she's a lesbian. And I thought, you know what? We're gonna see a lot of that. I think. See a lot of that.
just that fast, baby.
And so, Garrett, I don't know.
Pow.
Right, you fall sideways.
Right.
Life alert! I fell. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah. I'll call you back.
I'm very confused. I'll call you right back.
Give me a half an hour. I'll call you back.
I gotta figure this out. So I said to my wife, I was like, that might be the answer. That might the V.
Yeah.
Do it. instead of the P.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a version of that on the show.
That'll be a version.
Yeah,
yeah.
It probably already is.
So then,
in fact, if they didn't have it on the show, they'd probably get sued somehow. So like it's probably already a factor of the show. You got to get on.
You got to get on.
I'm not going on.
I don't know what we're talking about. I just felt like I was offended. You told me you got to go on.
Yeah, well, I'm a man of the fucking cloth, Kate. And if you keep messing with me, I'll marry your ass to whatever man I want.
I forgot about your dicky collar.
You know I have that power in the state of Pennsylvania. If you're standing next to a man, I can marry your ass in a second. And
I don't even have to know about it?
Near to see?
You could be
but it's legally binding. I can exercise a demon.
Hey, Kate, I just married you to that guy. And I'd be like, Tim, again?
Yeah,
Universal Life Church.
You don't need to wait for this TV show. You can just get Tim to start hanging out with you. And anytime you're in the presence of a penis person, he can marry you.
I married Eric and Monica Nichols, Garrett.
Did you?
Married him.
Oh,
married him. Boom.
Wait, I have a
crack of lightning.
This is giving me some ideas for real. Okay, so say I can trick a penis.
Garrett, you see. You immediately saw Joe Abrams' thing, didn't you? Did you see it, Kate?
What? No, what did he say?
Told him to sit up straight.
Oh. He's like this. Oh. So if I could trick a penis, if I could find a nice.
You can trick a penis person. There's no if, but continue.
Yeah.
When I trick a penis person, but I have to find one that I would like to trick, not just some randy schmandy guy. One that I'm like, hey, he would never want to be with me. How can I trick him? Because that's the one I want. The one that doesn't want to be with me, right? I trick him. I get him drunk, maybe a little Quaaludes, or get him passed out.
Yes. I like the whole thing. Yeah.
Drag him into my Subi. Put it in reverse. Put it in drive.
Turn on the underglow.
It's a big steering wheel in my car. It's huge. It's huge.
Hit the NOS tank.
Yeah, he wakes up a little bit, over his mouth.
Yeah.
I drag him into the house. I put my bride costume on. I put his husband costume on.
Yeah.
And you're there. You're at my house.
I'm one phone call away. You know that. Okay. You need a marriage? Just like that. You need to kill somebody, you call Anna. You don't call me.
Hi, Anna.
But I can do the funeral.
Marriage alert. That's what Tim's selling these days.
Marriage alert.
Yeah.
Mad J's BBQ. I just did this because it has a compliment about me. But it ain't no big cats cooking. Baby, you ain't kidding.
For a second there, I thought he meant cooking cats. I was very upset. Just because you know how I feel about cats. I love them so much.
I go by many names. That's why you have that mug, because we were thinking about
big cat.
If Tim were around, he'd be personified by this mug of kittens.
He could reach stuff on the shelf if Tim were around.
Oh, ma'am, that's me at Wegmans every week for a couple hours. I text Kate Garrett whenever someone asks me to get something off the top shelf at Wegmans, and it's every time. I just hang out in the water aisle. I don't know why they put the gallons up there. I got it.
Tim, we look for people like you.
They put the heaviest stuff up there. It's crazy. I don't know what the heck they're doing. I got it. I got it. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here for a while.
You need this? Anything? Did you need to do some push-ups?
Wearing a do-rag.
I just noticed that my lighting is so bad that if I lean down too far, my face just disappears into my shirt.
Oh, let's see.
No,
we're seeing it.
We're seeing that, baby.
Oh,
it's real strange.
It's gone.
Real strange.
You got to get one of these ring lights like Catherine and I have.
These bad boys.
All right.
He's pulling down.
I'll have to get one. Yeah, because all you're getting is just the reflection of my computer screen on my face.
Oh.
I turned mine down and then I had to turn it back up again because I can't see the comments.
Yeah.
I get it. That's all I have. I'm sorry, I only have 10 stories for you tonight. Tim Pickens.
The Tim Pickens show will happen.
Should I write that down too?
Tim Pickens. What are the gifts for tonight? What were the gifts?
So the two people go on the wedding show, but they wind up marrying each other.
Yes.
Right.
The sand thing.
That's a movie, right?
Where he comes home and there's a different sand.
I'm watching this right now because I feel like they're going to take this idea. It's very good. It's very good.
There's a lot of producers watching.
Okay.
Weinstein is watching from prison.
He's watching. He's always watching.
Watching you, probably. You're already on the sofa.
He's probably in my kitchen right now. That's the guy I met at CVS earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just been because I've been scared. Remember, I almost got candy banned a couple times.
A couple times on the same night.
Same night, different van.
Have we?
Lots of candy.
I think we've talked about this. So if we did, Kate, you just say we talked about that already.
I can try to remember.
Have we talked about which of us were roofied and when?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on.
Hold on, I have a good roofie story.
Oh.
Only vaguely.
Tyler, what does he have to say?
Only vaguely related to me. I had when I went to college, I went to Temple. I show up, I get you get assigned a roommate, and it's this guy Kyle. First thing Kyle says to me, I'm meeting this guy. Years of watching movies about going to college and meeting your roommate, and your roommate becomes your best pal.
Oh yeah,
best man at your wedding. First thing Kyle comes up to me. He's got curly hair tied up in a bun. He's wearing a tie-dyed t-shirt. He goes, "Hey man, what's up? I'm Kyle. You party?"
So it was everything you wanted.
It was at the time. I'm like a really innocent kid that has not drank yet. I've not.
Okay.
I got you. So this was like scary. I was like, oh, Kyle. Oh no. So I spent all freshman year like pretty much that same guy. Like I loosened up a lot after that, but I spent freshman year pretty much that like uptight guy with this roommate who is just constantly going out and doing drugs and drinking like all night, every night. He comes home one night, but mostly he's like a great roommate. He's really quiet. He'll come home in the middle of the night after partying, but he's really quiet. Comes home, quiet, goes to bed. No problem. No problems with the roommate. The one time he comes home and he just fucking like kicks every single thing, like trips over everything, moves everything, throws things around.
I thought he was murdering you.
No. He just was like so loud. I wake up the next day. I was like, dude, what happened last night? He goes, oh man, I got roofied. I was like, you got roofied? He goes, oh no, sorry. I took a roofie. I was like, sorry, like, you took it. He was like, yeah, I wanted to see what happened. I want to see how it was. I was like, well, how was it?
And you got to make a note of who had it in the first place too. Right. Watch out for that guy.
Yeah. I was like, he was like, I took a roofie. I was like, you took a roofie? You took one? He was like, yeah, I just wanted to see.
I wanted to see what 5 would do.
Yeah, he goes, I want to see how it was. I was like, how was it? He was like, I don't remember. I was like, oh, it worked then. Okay, good. It
worked advertised.
Yeah. Oh man,
yeah, that's my roofie story.
Yeah. Well,
I'm glad. I'm happy that was your roofie story.
Kyle did better than I did. I just
turned out differently for Tim and I.
Yeah, Kyle would drink Robitussin while writing papers.
Kyle got in there. Kyle. Philosophy major, I assume.
Yeah.
Didn't have to do shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
Guys, we didn't have to use a single one of our topics.
Tell you what, doesn't it feel good?
We just have
some.
It feels good to know you have them, though.
That's what I'm saying. Feels good to know you have them. New Tyler, we do this.
No, we do it a lot. There's the shrimp, but then the Tyler, hate to see it, love to see it.
Love to see it.
And then he stopped doing it. He used to do sort of I forget what the move was, like a defensive move kind of thing.
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Something like it. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. New Tyler will learn. You'll learn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
That's it. You got it. That's good, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Garrett, thank you for coming on, dude.
This is a pleasure.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we should just boot Tyler once a week.
I agree. I love the new logic that you seem to have these days, Tim.
Yeah,
I love it.
Just get him out.
Get him. Yeah.
Get him out.
Mr. Today I hope he doesn't ever watch this back. I know it's archived on the internet, but I don't think he's going to look at it. I love when he's always like, guys, I have a really big gig again. So
yeah.
Tim and I
know you guys are going to make no money on the show. And I also know perfect attendance, so like, whatever, but I have a big gig.
Yeah.
Gigs.
So then we know that he's not on the group text anymore. So we know we can say whatever we want.
We just talk shit on the group text all
and I was like, Mr. Bossy Man has another show. And then Tim said, no, I said, Mr. Big Time. And Tim said, Mr. Bossy Man's Big Time.
It's true. Because he's not even making that's what because we know he's not going to read it. Yeah. And if he ever does, too bad. Yeah. Too bad, boss boy.
Boss boy. Tim, it's 9:00. Get us out.
Do you want to take us out? You want me to do it?
I don't do that. I bring him in.
He's a real BBPP, huh?
It takes a penis person to make us leave.
Gang.
I could have had a better joke. Just
what a pleasure. What a pleasure it's been,
right?
To spend this night with you two. It's the freaking weekend.
Weekend.
Have a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Check out Garrett on @Philadelphia on Twitter. He, for some reason, doesn't have an Instagram. I wish he would get one.
He's a loser.
I know. It's where it all happens. And it's I Like the Movie on the Facebook.
Yeah.
With a number 2. Check out I Hate Kate. The next time we'll be here is Monday. Her show will be on Monday afternoon at noon or at 11.
12 to 3, baby.
12 to 3. And we'll be seeing you then. And the movie for next week is
in a fortnight.
In one fortnight.
The Thing.
It would behoove you to watch John Carpenter's The Thing. It is scary stuff, people.
Yeah,
real fun.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, scary, fun, great.
Oh, look who's calling me! It's Tyler. Decline.
Oh, he's calling you. Loser.
My name is Tim, Daddy Hog, Big Cat Fry.
Big Cat.
Have a great. I did this again. Hold on. I want to say it again. Have a great weekend, gang.